Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and we've obviously got some big news to talk about. You guys already know what it is. Josh Heupel has his man. Tavin Jackson, four-star quarterback out of Indiana, has committed to Tennessee. We're going to take a look at Jackson and also discuss how this impacts recruiting as we move forward into the fall. But as always, guys, please make sure you do go ahead and smash that like button just below the video here. Just press that little thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click that bell for notifications so you don't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. And I just want to throw out a quick thank you. This channel, the Talkin VAWLS Network, has almost tripled in size over the last few months, and we are quickly approaching 6,000 subscribers, which is huge for us, this small little channel, just for dudes that love Tennessee football. But we appreciate all the support, every single one of you, whether you watch a video, whether you press the thumbs up. Something that's huge, you guys retweet. When we tweet out the videos or we post them on Facebook, if you retweet those and share those, man, that's just putting more eyes on what we're trying to do here, and that's create a huge community of Tennessee fans where we can just come together and talk. You guys express your opinion, we express our opinion. It's family. It's family. Just to touch on the video I made yesterday, this is a family. But we greatly appreciate that. But enough of that. Enough plugs, enough thank you, enough of that emotional, sappy stuff. Let's get into the video. You already know what it is. That is this. Four-star quarterback Tavin Jackson commits to Tennessee. This is big. This is big, guys. Josh Heupel got his man. Greenwood, Indiana. Center Grove, four-star quarterback Tavin Jackson will play his college football at Tennessee. The Hoosier State standout chose to play for the Vols over his other finalists, Arizona State, Florida State, Texas A&M, and UCLA. Look, yeah, standout. Hoosier State standout. Tavin Jackson is a winner. He is a winner. He is in the highest classification in Indiana, and they are back-to-back state champions. So he is a standout kid. Tabbed as the number 12 pro-style passer in the country per the top 24/7. 6'4", 195. Jackson told Josh Heupel he was coming on Wednesday morning. However, it was a Tuesday night conversation with his future head coach that motivated him to jump in the fold now. Here's what Tavin Jackson had to say. He said, talking to Coach Heupel, he mentioned Peyton Manning, mentioned my name to him, and said, are we going to get that recruit? We need him. And I was like, dang, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty nice, isn't it? Pretty nice to have old Peyton Manning in your back pocket. He said, I always had my mind on Tennessee, just wanted to talk to family about it and made the decision last night. Let's talk a little bit about what Tavin Jackson brings to the table here. Says he completed over 62% of his passes, almost 1,800 yards, 17 touchdowns to just 5 interceptions. And again, like I said earlier, leading his team to a state championship, actually back-to-back state championships. When you go down, he's got an official visit scheduled for June the 11th. Coaches are great, he said, of what sealed the deal. I feel like they bring a lot to the table. They're going to pave the way for me and put me in the right position to make plays. I think it's very interesting when you look at this. He commits right after the orange and white game, just a few days after the orange and white game. Why is that? I think, Josh Heupel is questioned for his ability to recruit. But I think once these kids start seeing the way this offense is going to be ran, the recruits are going to start coming in. Look at all of us. Look at all of us as we watch the orange and white game together here on the channel. All of a sudden, everybody's fired up, talking about the offense, talking about taking shots down the field. I forget what the number was, however many plays of greater than 20 yards. When's the last time we saw an offense that explosive? And yes, you can come at me and say, well, the defense sucks, this, that, and the other. I don't care. Josh Heupel's offense is proven. I'm not just basing my opinion on the orange and white game. It goes back to his time at Central Florida, goes back to his time at Missouri as the offensive coordinator. This offense is proven. And the more kids see it, the more kids are going to want to play in it. I don't know if that's the only thing that Tavin Jackson's excited about. Seems to me that this whole family atmosphere that Josh Heupel is creating is working. Like I've said numerous times on this channel, when you see the current players, when they sit in front of the media and they talk, They're excited. And when these recruits start being around this program, Tavin Jackson hasn't been on campus since this new staff has been there, but they're having the Zoom calls. They had the deal where you could watch practice via Zoom calls. They can see that atmosphere that's being built. Let's take a look at what the old scouting report has to say about Tavin Jackson. It says his arm talent's pretty special. He can make all the throws from all the different angles, and he can also make plays with his legs. He is a legitimate dual threat guy. Legit dual threat. Goes on to say outside of his athletic abilities, he's a great person, always has a positive attitude and a great outlook on life. One of the easiest people in the world to be around. It's a lot of fun and very coachable. This is big, guys. I talked about creating momentum in recruiting and just how important that is. So how can we create some momentum off of this Tavin Jackson commitment? Well, there's one place I would start, and that's with this teammate up in Indiana. That's Caden Curry, 6'5", 250-pound defensive tackle. Absolute monster. Again, a kid that comes from a program playing at the top level in Indiana. Back-to-back state champions. Look at the list of offers this kid has. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that he's coming to Tennessee. I have no idea. I know that this staff has offered him. How good is his relationship with Tavin Jackson? But look at this list of offers. Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson. The who's who of college football is after Caden Curry. Can his relationship with Tavin Jackson factor into this thing? Let's look at the scouting report on Caden Curry. This is from Alan Treyu. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong. National recruiting analyst. Says comes across as more compact than listed size, very productive, disruptive player. Isn't that what Tim Banks wants on this defense? A disruptive player. Says even when he is not the one making the plays, consistently affecting offenses with his penetration, gets off the snap quickly, and shows the agility to get skinny and get through the line or with a spin move. Shows violence with his hands, is able to pursue because he can change directions, but also pursues hard. At his best when penetrating, can still get stronger to be able to hold ground against the run, more especially projecting him going against stronger college players. Says it seems extremely high floor because of the way he plays in production against good competition in high school. Again, top of the top. Highest classification in Indiana. That matters when you're looking at these guys and you look at who they play against. That's a huge factor. Says still looking for a true verified measurement on him, but a legit high major difference maker. Could play end in an odd front or tackle in an even front. This would be huge. Again, it just kind of bleeds in because Tavin Jackson just committed. This is his teammate. This dude's a beast. Like I said, look at his list of offers. I think Josh Heupel is creating some momentum in recruiting. Once you start getting guys in the boat, it's easier to start selling your program. But I think where we're going to see that momentum is once we get into the fall. And it goes back to talking about the orange and white game, seeing that excitement, seeing what this offense is going to do. How many times do we have to talk about it last year? How many times do we talk about how boring? How boring. Again, playing on the video from yesterday. Why Tennessee? We love Tennessee. Everybody that comes to this channel is obsessed with Tennessee football. There were a lot of Saturdays last year that we were bored out of our minds. I love when Danny White showed up in Knoxville. He talked about building a brand, an exciting brand of football. He hires Josh Heupel. Coach Heupel comes in saying the exact same things. An exciting brand of football. The new era. It's different. It's not 3 yards in a cloud of dust anymore. Football is changing. I feel like Tennessee has been stuck in the past for so long. Times are changing. Once Tennessee takes the field. Yes, wins and losses matter. Wins and losses matter, but when you have a new staff and there's a new excitement, there's new blood, there is a buzz being created in Knoxville right now. Once this team takes to the field in the fall, I think they need to win the games they're supposed to win. Compete in some of those bigger games, the Floridas, the Georgias, the Alabamas. You got to compete. But when a kid like Tavin Jackson sits down in Indiana and he turns on the orange and white game, sees receivers flying all over the field, sees the deep balls, who doesn't want to play in that offense? As a quarterback, you look at that receivers room, you see a bunch of young guys that are actually freshmen because of the COVID year. Guys like Jalen Hyatt, Jimmy Callaway, slinging the ball all over the field. Who doesn't want to be a part of that? So I think Josh Heupel can continue this momentum in recruiting once the fall rolls around and we start playing football. Yeah, it was slow going. We got a couple in the boat. Let's continue to build that momentum and sell this program. Sell it. It's going to wrap it up for this video. Sorry it was a little late. Real life gets in the way sometimes. A couple of you guys were sending me messages saying, Boogie, when are you going to drop the video on Tavin Jackson? You got to do it. I was at Lowe's. I was looking at stuff for a bathroom remodel. It's real life. It's not fun. In the words of JP, when Talkin VAWLS pays all the bills, that won't happen. I'll be right here. But until then, sometimes life gets in the way. But as always, guys, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. That's going to wrap it up for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
Just look around. You got the mountains. You got the most beautiful city in the whole entire country. The university is absolutely, looks like it's out of a storybook. It's just beautiful. People are incredibly genuine and extremely nice. It's just a place that obviously I'd want my kids to go to school. And it sells itself. You don't have to sell anything about this place. You just got to get them here. You know, the old field of dreams. Build it and they will come. It's already built.